Welcome to Megapath Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk The Walking Dead comic issue 160. I am hyped. This is the Whisperer War part 4 out of 6, which means obviously we only have 2 parts left after we knock this out. I'm going to read this and then we're going to review it. And also don't forget there's a variant cover by Arthur Adams. I believe that's who it is. So, let's dive right in. Fuck, I love these panels. I love these panels. All the panels with walkers in it. Oh man, I love them. Yeah, Michonne. Is that a Whisperer Michonne? Oh fuck, it's a Whisperer Michonne. Oh man. Oh, I just got a stiffy. Oh fuck, tell me Rick's in his coat. Is Rick in his coat? I think Rick's in his coat. Andrea in the bell tower with the sniper rifle. Man, it's like a callback to All Out War. Looks just like it, you know? Love it. I like that conversation. I like that. Between Laura, is that her name? Shit, I really got to pay attention to that. Lauren, whatever her name is. It's probably something else. Her conversation with Dwight, I really like that. I fucking love that. A conversation with Maggie and Dante, I fucking like that a lot. You know, Dante's like, listen, I like you. Let's cut the shit, you know? And Maggie's like, no, I don't have any room in my heart for anyone else but Glenn. I like that. Listen, easy cliche writing, and they may even get together. You know, at this point, I think that was a really great idea to pop that in there. And if they both survive the Whisperer War, I can see down the line how it would feel authentic for her to have that that growth and that development, to be able to let go, you know, of Glenn in a way. You know, still keep his love for Glenn, but obviously have some type of healing, and then eventually get with Dante or someone else. But we're talking down the line. I really, really, really like that. Because keep in mind, it's only been a few years since Glenn died, you know? And she's raising their child, which makes things extremely different, you know? She can't escape that. Her child's with her all the time. Like, this is their child. He never got to see the kid. There's probably a whole range of emotions. So I really love that they decided to go there. It's too easy to have her and Dante get together. That writing's just, okay, this guy flirts with her, yada, 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 and then boom, they're together, you know? So like I said, though, because they brought that up, there's a really, really good chance for, or a real good potential to do something really good with that character development and the growth going forward. Carl has like a Rick jacket. Wait a minute. I thought Rick was wearing his jacket. I'm lost now, but fuck it. They both can rock it. You know? Charlie's like, I don't have any more ideas for cool jackets. Everyone's gonna have a Rick jacket. That's fucking epic. Look at that. Carl ducking down. Fucking arrows all on fire. Crashing down all around him. That's fucking epic. Carl checks his body like, oh shit, I'm not full of holes. Oh, that was a fucking badass cliffhanger. For a moment there, I know a lot of fans were talking about Lydia betraying the group and everything, and I'm like, man, it doesn't feel right. I don't like that for the character, but this is rewarding as shit. The Whisperers are like, we're here to rescue you. We're going to take you home. Your mother has fallen. Lydia's like, baka! In the face! All right, let me read the letter hacks, and then we'll get right into the review. I forgot what I was doing for a second there. For those of you who have asked me on this channel if the girl on the radio was talking about Nick from Fear the Walking Dead being the one who was always covered in blood and guts and yada, 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 they put that to rest by saying it might have been a wink and a nudge, you know, but this series is not connected to Fear the Walking Dead. That series is separate. So no, the shit happening on the radio was not Nick from Fear the Walking Dead. So knock that shit off. That's the end of this issue. I thought it had a great cliffhanger. But again, I'm loving the panel style, the 16 panel grid, I should call it. It really makes it feel like there's a lot of substance in each issue of the Whisperer War. We still have the Sanctuary stuff about to boil over into another mini skirmish or battle. I find it like a coincidence or maybe convenient that Negan is free and helping the survivors just at the same time that the Sanctuary is saying, no, we don't want to have anything to do with you guys at all. We don't want to give you help. As a matter of fact, we robbed your guy's horse, you know, and the girl was offering to bring the horse back, and I feel like that was just a bullshit cover, you know what I mean? She went there to kill Vincent, and now she is fucked. Unless she decides to flank Heath and Vincent and kill them. I don't think they made it back yet, did they? She might decide to try to do that. We don't know. But you get amazing artwork here. And I love how they bring out some smartass attitude with whispers. And you pick up a lot. Some of it might be subtle and you might not realize it. But, for example, we pick up a couple things. One, they don't all get along like that. Obviously, rapist assholes wearing human skins. But this one makes fun of the other one, saying, you disturbed them. Then he calls him an asshole. But when they notice Michonne, here, this gives us the idea because Michonne is also identifiable by her dreads poking out. So this isn't someone who was quickly able to realize, oh, we don't have anyone with dreads. Maybe they do, and if they did have someone with dreads, you think they would talk to the person as if they know them, you know? But this shows us that the Whisperer camp is so big and so spread out, it doesn't stand out that they don't recognize the person. You get what I'm saying? Plus, yeah, they're in masks, but we've seen some of them take masks off. So some might not. I mean, I don't know. So that's a little clue as to how the Whisperers operate and function. They are not that close, as in the entire group. Some of them are probably close together, but Michonne as a Whisperer is badass. Dwight as a Whisperer is badass. I'm hoping we get a Carl and a Rick that might be asking for too much. Sneaking into the Whisperer herd is something that, as I'm reading this, I am like, wow, that would be epic to see on TV. I can't wait to see the Whisperers come to the TV screen. I can't wait. Now, when Beta wakes up, they say he's been knocked out for 5 hours. Now, how they know that, I have no fucking idea. Without a clock or something. But I know you can tell by where the sun is, right? I mean, if you're surviving out in the wild, you'll go back to having that kind of knowledge. I don't have that. I wouldn't fucking know, you know. And I read survivalist books. Now, we do know they divided the Whisperers. So will they come back around and flank Alexandria for an attack on the community itself? Or will they flank around and attack the kingdom? Now, with the kingdom off the top of my head, I don't recall if they know about that kingdom or what. I was just under the assumption that they know different communities and they know of the hilltop in Alexandria and that's it. But they are aware that there's more because of the fair and the information Alpha gathered on panel and off panel. Now this scene with Dwight in the Whisperer outfit and Laura saying, hey, should we do this? Should we use their technique after the war is over and go out in the open and wear this all the time? And I like that. Dwight is like, no, that's disrespectful as shit. What they're doing is nasty. And the character, the girl, who's proven to be a pretty cool chick, she's like, you know what? I didn't think of it that way. But yeah, this is sad. Like, they are sad. It's interesting to note the difference here because it's easy to sit there and say, well, if you go back and read the introduction of Dwight, it's easy to say, well, this doesn't seem like Dwight's character. A lot of what he's doing post Negan's imprisonment doesn't seem like pre-Negan imprisonment Dwight, you know? And I think there's a very clear reason for that. We saw Dwight when he was introduced to the story. This is Dwight who didn't give a shit. I mean, he had everything in his world taken from him, which was his girl, and then he had his face burnt for it. And that's a mark of shame, and I think that's one thing. It's easy to forget about that in the comic. On the show, I can't wait to see what they do with that. That burn is not just a punishment. You're wearing the shame on your face. So I would imagine you are treated like shit in the sanctuary while Negan's running the show. Negan himself would constantly poke fun at Dwight, and even to the point where, remember when Dwight came back and he's like, oh, those rumors that I died were highly exaggerated. And Negan said, well, better luck next time. You know what I mean? So you're looking at a person who was broken, beaten, and had a shit life probably under the rule of Negan. Now, he did have some authority, though, because he could go out on runs and missions. He did prove that because there was some people that gave him some lip, and he said, you know what, you shut up, you did do this and that and a third. I got the feeling that he couldn't do that every single place he went to in the sanctuary, but it was certain groups because Negan knows, oh, I can send Dwight out, and he does everything I say. And we find out later that's because Dwight wanted to. Dwight wanted to get Negan's guard down, where Negan feels comfortable and confident to give him information that could be used against him, to send him out on missions and trust that he's going to do exactly yada yada yada, to basically completely let his guard down. So Dwight's an interesting character. I would love to do a character portrait look, discussion, whatever you want to call it, video. I'm going to keep it moving because I could sit here and talk for 10 minutes. I probably already did. Anyway, we get Carl and Lydia here, but this scene at the nighttime with the flaming arrows was freaking epic. Now, this was like a callback, I felt, to a combination of No Way Out and All Out War. Now, we were talking about this in discussion videos, how the Whisperer War has the potential to be like No Way Out and All Out War. And it is. When they attack the hilltop, we are getting that all-out war, a community under siege, a community that's being attacked. And they shoot the flaming arrows in, the building catches on fire, but they also knock down part of the wall. I forget if they knocked that down or they burned part of the wall, but part of the wall came down. So this right here looks identical to what we saw with No Way Out. Part of the wall, the structure gave in. One of the planks, to refresh your memory, was given way. They put a truck there, and then it finally gave way, and walkers just poured into the town. We have that, but we also have the inclusion of the Whisperers, which is a war. So right now, I know it's a small panel, we're not getting much. We'll probably get a lot more of the war in the next issue, but the next issue looks like a combination of No Way Out / All Out War, and I'm freaking loving it. We get the Whisperers shooting bow and arrows, and I think that was a great idea. It says kaboom, but I don't know what they blew up, or if the wall was just on fire, or if they knocked it down using something. They don't show anything, so I'm not sure what they did besides having zombies push it down. Now, the ending here was great. We get Carl and Maggie running into the building to get Herschel and Sophia. And I'm hoping we see Sophia protect her mother and her little brother. I'm hoping she's armed. She should be, but I would love to see that. We saw her fighting, so they already set up that she can hold her own. So I would love to see something like that. And this cliffhanger with Lydia blasting the Whisperer in the face was epic. I know a lot of fans were talking about, would she betray them or wouldn't she? And I think this is more rewarding than having it be a surprise that she betrayed them. I find this way more rewarding. It doesn't mean she's going to live or survive past this. I feel like she should. I feel like that would be kind of a wasted development to have her die during the Whispers. Some Whisperers should move on past this story, at least one. So if we're only going to have one, Lydia should be the one. We shouldn't have just like Beta as a prisoner or something. We should have Lydia, and it would be pretty cool to take Beta as a prisoner just to learn about them. Maybe see a different type of prisoner who is going to use every opportunity he can to get out and kill, as opposed to Negan, who wants to unite with the communities and be a valuable member of the community, The next issue should be a No Way Out / All Out War combination. I'm freaking hyped. I cannot wait. And we only have 2 more issues. It does look like they will circle back around and attack Alexandria. But if we lose one community, let's say we lose the hilltop, it's already on fire. End of this issue, it's already burning. But I think there's something there that makes this comic story feel richer. If we have the hilltop burned down and destroyed, and they can't rebuild it. And then 30 issues from now, we have Carl and Maggie. For whatever reason, they're out on a run doing something. Let's say the hilltop relocates to Alexandria. They make it bigger because of the fair. Wow, that's actually set up perfectly. They expanded Alexandria to build like a hotel on the outside for the fair. They can bring the people from the hilltop to Alexandria. They can extend the wall and just have them living there. If you have Maggie and Carl there, or maybe even Herschel, Sophia, whoever, you have these characters, and they're looking at the ruins of something that was of this new world. And I'm not talking about being in a post-apocalyptic world and you're looking at the ruins of something that was alive or active in the world before the apocalypse, before the downfall of society. So if you're looking at the ruins of a community that was built and active after the old world fell and the whole world is filled with the Walking Dead, you're looking at the ruins of something that was in the new world while you're still in the new world. That kind of idea. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but something like that just makes the story feel richer. And as soon as the building lit on fire in this issue, that was the first thing I thought of. I don't know why my brain jumped to so far ahead, but I just really want to see them looking back at the hilltop in ruins. I feel like it is a good symbol for some of the old story burning away, the old characters, the old storylines burning away, and having this. And keep in mind, because they're in the same place. I mean, before, when they're traveling, we obviously see the story progressing and the old story leaving because they're moving from place to place. But when you stay stationary, having the building burn away and then you move forward on with new story, the burnt ruins of the hilltop would be a symbol for that. But there's something there. I feel like they can utilize it better if the hilltop lay in ruins. Now, they could rebuild it like Alexandria and make it better, and that's fine, but I'm sticking with being ruins. Let me know what you think down below of issue 160. Don't forget there is that variant cover, and also let me know what you are hoping to see as far as an outcome-wise in the coming 2 issues for the Whisperer War. If you could pick one insane thing that fits the story to happen, what would it be? Put your thoughts and opinions in that comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn. Subscribe now.